Hello everybody, how is it going? Welcome back to a new video. So today we're going to be mixing it up a little bit, and I thought, you know what, we'll dive into the head of controversy and check out this song. Now this song has been piquing people's interests for good or for worse for the last few months or so, maybe more. I don't actually know the exact release date. I'll probably have a look at it after or whatnot, but I know this song is very popular at the moment, and it's getting a lot of attraction, getting a lot of attention. So I just thought, you know what, I'd make it a genuine reaction to it and see what I think. Again, now, as far as I can aware, it covers a few sensitive topics, probably political, I'm assuming most likely political topics within the West today specifically, as far as I know, or as far as I've heard anyway. So again, this is a genuine reaction. Haven't watched it yet. Gonna dive on in, and just if you couldn't tell, I'm an Irishman. So like again, if some of these things go way over my head, forgive me. But this is just like essentially this is an Irishman's an Irishman's reaction to the video. But anyway, I'm gonna stop rambling. Let's go on ahead and get watching her, shall we? Okay, sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to stop it. Right? Oh, is it really that short? This is the official music video. That's short. Sorry. I'm not gonna lie. I'm just gonna stop at little points of what I think here. So right now, first thing off, we got the lovely little guitar opening. Personally, I like the thing. I like how it's going so far. I mean, we're also showing, as far as I can say, we're going to be going into serious patriotic stuff, American patriotic stuff, right? So we've got the guy with the cowboy hat. I'm more likely assuming this is Jason Aldean. I don't know if that's how you pronounce it. You got the American flag in the back. You got guys with the petrol bombs and whatnot. So it's maybe about bringing back the patriarchy or whatnot, blah de blah. But I have to admit, I'm liking the opening so far a little bit. So I think we're about to hear some lyrics.
Sucker punch somebody on a sidewalk, carjacking old lady at a red light, pull a gun on the owner of a liquor store. You think it's cool, act a fool if you like, cuss out a cop, spit in his face, stomp on the flag and light it up. Yeah, you think it's tough? Well, try that in a small town, see how far you make it down the road. Around here we take care of our own. You cross that line, it won't take long for you to find out. I recommend you don't try that in a small town. Got a gun that my granddad gave me. They say one day they're gonna round up. Well, that shit might fly in the city. Good luck, try that in a small town. See how far you make it down the road. Around here we take care of our own. You cross that line, it won't take long for you to find out. I recommend you don't try that in a small town full of good old boys raised up right.
Sorry, I just saw the image there. I'm not gonna lie, I remember watching that video. This guy here, I remember watching that. This guy is a fucking OG. Bai came in, like, hold on, can we look how cringe this is for a wee second? Hold on. So Bai came in fucking holding the pistol like an absolute gimp. Right here, he went side thing. Like, don't get me wrong, I've never held a gun in my life. Well, I've held a BB gun, but like I've never held a gun, so I'm not gonna be pretending I'm this big gun expert or whatnot. But I know that it's the cringiest thing. Look at the way he's holding his fucking cacks as well. He's doing the friggin' sidearm type of shit here. You know what I mean? Like, he's like, "Ooh, yo, bro, what's up? Give me all your shit." Fucking can't believe holding it to the side. For fuck's sake, you know what I mean? Like, so And then this by fucking this man of honor right here, just fucking risks his own life, swings the gun out of the way, literally friggin' wax on, wax off it with like a friggin' karate Shotokan knife hand block type of thing, and then comes around the big boxing MMA overhand. And then the bite, his friggin' mate scared shitless, and he's like, "Oh, sorry, we thought we had a gun, we thought we'd get away with it here." Bai's crawling away, like, Bai's out that door, he's like, "God, this man's not human." But here, like, I would just give a big respect to that man there, he's an absolute fucking legend. That's class, that was class to say. But anyway, sorry, let's go on ahead and keep going. Okay, so, sorry. What did I think of that? So we'll talk about the sound, essentially the sound of the song first, and how, you know, the guitar, the vocals, that type of thing. Again, not an expert in any of that stuff, but I have to say, vocals wise and general like music wise, I'm not gonna lie, I really did like it. I'm not gonna lie to you, I generally did like the sound. I generally thought he's a pretty good singer, and I generally think the fucking the guitar in the background, it was friggin', I'm not gonna lie, it was pretty sound. But I'm not gonna lie to you, I really enjoyed that. Music wise. Now, message wise, and I think this is where the controversial things come in. So we have there's a few topics there. So we have, and I think that this is all mainly to do in I will assume it's mostly to do with stuff going on in the West right now. So right now, you know, there's massive. So again, well, I'll tell you what, I'll talk about this first. Look, I am an Irishman, right? I'm an Irishman, so there's a lot I don't understand probably about what we're going to call American values, for lack of a better term. Like the whole, like if I'm talking about issues here, so this is my opinion, like as an Irishman, as a European, like maybe there's chances are I'm not going to agree with half the people who love this video on a certain topic, maybe like the whole guns issue in America type of thing, you know what I mean? Like I'm like, as a European and as an Irishman, we have very like legally wise, we have very strict gun regulations, and well, like, and from what I know in America, you can, like, what's the big supermarket brand? Walmart, I think. Yeah, it's Walmart. Apparently you can just walk in, like, obviously there's like background checks and all this bollocks, and that you can literally go in. But apparently, and correct me if I'm wrong here, but and you can literally walk into like a Walmart and grab yourself like a rifle. And again, correct me if I'm wrong here. Please correct me if I'm wrong here. Literally put in the comments if I'm wrong. But I mean, in my head, that's frightening, because the fact that I don't know the legal limit of I think it's different per state. I think, again, correct me if I'm wrong. Probably different per state. About legal age to actually buy a firearm. But I mean, even the idea that you can literally walk in like a supermarket or like some type of big shopping center and just be like, oh well, here lad, can I grab so and so off like a literal like an assault rifle off a rack, and just be like, yep, no bother, do background check. Oh, you're clean, or maybe getting a few days or something. Right, mate, there you go. Enjoy your weapon. I mean that's it's completely foreign to me, and it's to me personally it's frightening. So it's kind of like, it's maybe maybe because it's foreign, and maybe because we're as humans we're afraid of certain things we don't understand. So again, I've heard different people's opinion, and I've heard like the far left, I've heard the far right's opinion, I've heard the far left opinion. Where I like to put myself in the middle, because I believe both have good ideas, but there's also like extremists on both sides that you're just like, ugh, for fuck's sake. Like, are you generally that fucking dance? Like, for you know what I mean? But so again, we're talking about that. Like, we're talking about like we're seeing a lot of the riots here. We're talking about there was a bit of imaging of like either boys bombing, people burning the American flags, which again is very common. What's happening right now with like, which I think is like what's happening right now with like left extremism. Like extreme is like the left is getting much more, the left wing is getting much more extreme. Like there's the whole adoption of the LGBTQ plus flag being brought in, and American flags being taken down. Now, again, not an American citizen, don't have any American relatives, never even been to America in my life. But if someone took down the Irish flag, like, mind you, I don't know, I'm like, again, correct me if I'm wrong here, but I'm sure like from like a young age up, you're supposed to like salute the American flag. Is that an actual thing that happens? Like you're supposed to stand up and you're supposed to do the national anthem. Now, if we here in Ireland, we're told that, and like if I saw a teacher in a classroom taking down the Irish flag and replacing it with any flag, then I'm losing the head. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? Because that's like, I mean, like, again, for these guys, it's the stars and stripes. For me, it's the green, white, and orange. But at the same time, if someone like the same message is there, that if you take down our country flag and even throw it in the bin or burn it, well then that's a horrible message. That's a disgrace to what you're doing. As that's the country you're from, no matter what controversial history your nation has. You know what I mean? Like again, I am an Irishman. I don't agree with everything that Americans do. I certainly don't agree with everything the Brits do. You know what I mean? Like, but again, that's my personal opinion. But at the same time, I would never ask like any British citizen to burn the Union Jack or an American citizen to burn the American flag, because I know to them that's unpatriotic, and I'd never want anyone to ask me to burn the tricolour, which is the Irish flag, green, white, and orange. So I'd lose the head. So this whole burning down the American flag thing, I don't agree with it. I don't agree with it at all. But anyway.
In a small town, see how far you make it down the road. For you to find, try that in a small.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm just gonna say I generally do enjoy his vocals. I'm not gonna lie. I generally am kind of enjoying the vocals. I'm not gonna lie to you. We also had an image, I can't really find it here, of like a girl spitting in a police officer's face. Look, I mean, I'm not. If we're talking about that issue, then friggin' like, look, it's not like we're gonna ignore all the bad shit that like Western police have done, but at the same time, this whole anti-PD thing, this whole anti-police thing is also extremely stupid. Like, you know what I mean? Again, it's like extremism there. It's like when you have the left, they're like, oh no, get rid of the PD altogether and downgrade the PD. But then who are you gonna call if someone breaks in your fucking house? You know what I mean? Like who are you gonna call if some knobhead just breaks into your house? Like, apparently no one, because you don't want anything to do with the PD or the police. Now, on the other hand, you have the far right, which, as far as I see, are like trying to keep the PD in check. And again, you see these constant videos of the PD, like, or the police in America, Britain, even here in Ireland, especially here up the north. Friggin' PSNI just fucking getting away with so much bollocks, like, you know what I mean? So you have both sides there. But again, there's the extremes, but then there's, you know, again, there's the people who try. I find I relate much more to people who try to push in the middle, because to me that's more, to one person's perspective, it's like, oh, you have to pick a side. But it's like the whole idea of you denying one concept for another and just ignoring it for another idea. Like that's called being closed-minded. All right. So, like, do I find myself leaning towards the right in certain cases? Yes. Do I find myself leaning towards the left in certain cases? Yes. Because I'm a human being with my own individual thoughts, my own individual feelings, my own individual experiences that made me this way. And do I agree with everything that the left does? No. Do I agree with everything that the right does? No. But do I agree with certain things more than the others? Of course I do, because that's what life is about, finding your own personal experiences and your own personal feelings on certain matters. Instead, we have this 21st century thought process of here in the West where we have, you're either one side or the other, and then the other side is a bunch of fascists or a bunch of ignorant people, when the whole idea of you denying one concept for another is in fact you being an ignorant, possibly a fascist, because that's a fascist ideal, is essentially to ignore one for the other, essentially. Well, no, when, to be fair, it's a bit more complicated than that, but essentially that is like a very small grasp of what that topic is anyway. Like, again, you guys could call me a friggin' idiot, or you guys could say, like, oh, you don't know what you're talking about, or blah blah blah. Yeah, and you're right, in certain cases I don't know what I'm talking about, like this whole American thing. I've said for the last time, I've never been, I don't know, certain American values, but that is my opinions on this video. Again, music wise, I enjoyed it. Again, and then I'm behind. I'm also like, about the controversial opinion. I'm for standing up for your nation. I'm for standing up for your nation's flag. So I don't know. That's my opinion on it anyway. I'm sure you guys can feel free to comment your opinions down below on how you feel about it. But anyway, that's going to do me. I'm going to get stuck in. I have to go soon anyway, so I'm going to get a load of gaming videos done tonight, hopefully. But anyway, guys, thank you. This has been a good one. I've enjoyed this one. Talking a bit of a debate. But anyway, yep, that's going to do me. So I will see you guys in the next one. Slán go fóill.